Sin, welcome back, bro.
Hey, what's up? Thank you for having me back.
What you been up to? What's been going on? It's been like, what, 5 months?
5 months since the last interview. Just grinding, working on music, promoting, running ads, and eventually I want to try to get some digital billboards up to promote the songs on Spotify. The videos are doing good. I got like 3,000 views, at least 1,000 views a month. It's going like 3,000 views on each video. The video we did, that you did the behind the scenes and all the photography for me. Thank you again.
I appreciate you having me there, bro. It was definitely an honor.
Yeah. Yeah, that video's doing good. They're all at like 3,000. I just need to get those Spotify numbers up because they don't start counting until you hit over 1,000. They're not there yet. But the YouTube, the topic page, all the songs, 300. The videos 3,000, keep going up. At least that video we shot, 1,000 a month. It's hitting. And then I usually like to promote it. I'll send it, like I'll go to certain pages that I know they got a lot of followers, and then I'll just start sending them through DMs and to get the views. Some people, they'll comment, they'll like, or they'll add me on Instagram, and some, they just watch it. But yeah, everything's going cool.
What else have you been doing?
Just being low key, just staying to myself, not too much besides working on music and promoting and trying to get the views up.
You have a next song coming out soon?
Oh yeah. Another music video that we'll probably shoot in November to it's called Cruising.
Cruising.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to shoot that one on the strip
You have
in the
any
daytime.
details on that? Maybe you want to share?
Uh,
Maybe a little verse?
Shoot, off the top of my head, I don't even remember yet. I still gotta memorize it. But it's just about cruising. I just noticed ever since we shot Turn It Up, because first, all those songs I was doing them, they kind of sounded like club beats because the producer was from the Netherlands, and he did a lot of techno and club beats, and he was a DJ at a club. So that's why the beats were kind of trap-ish or club-ish. But then once I started doing that G-Funk, that took off, that Turn It Up. It's been getting a lot of positive feedback. So yeah, so the next one I said, okay, I'm gonna just stick to doing music for my gangsters and my lowriders. I said, because they seem to, like the beats, like the gems. So yeah, I got that one coming, Cruising, in November. Probably put out the single around Halloween, shoot the video at the beginning of November in the winter time.
You guys heard that? You guys make sure you guys stay tuned to that. We got plenty of music and videos coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the next move, bro? What else you got coming?
Just videos, more music, just things like that. And I got too much going on yet, until people start recognizing and want to collaborate or do music or videos.
Trust me, it's gonna come, bro.
Uh-huh.
Definitely.
And then eventually, like, if things don't work out, with music, by the time I'm like 50, then, or even now, I would like to still go around shooting photography. Since I like to dress real elegant in Stacey Adams, I would like to do that and start, modeling the Stacey Adams, tagging them in and see maybe they'll send me some free clothes.
Bro, you never know, bro. Hey, we gotta do it. You know what? Let's do a photo shoot before you go.
Mm-hmm.
We'll tag them and see maybe they can send you some stuff.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Because I see how nice everybody looks in all your photos and elegant and, old school, like the old school days. And if I could go in there looking mafioso with some nice bomb cars, some 1944 the bomb cars or something, that'd be nice too.
Right. And then what do you think about all the stuff going on, bro, right now with everybody, bro? You seen it?
It's just crazy, yeah. Shoot, we'll start off the Menendez brothers. That's a touchy topic.
Is, yep.
Uh, Man, I remember, yeah, my parents, when I was young, growing up, we would hear little jokes or little things on like Fresh Prince. Because one time the kids on Fresh Prince came in late, and the dad, the Uncle Phil, he was like, they said something about the Menendez, and he goes, the Menendez brothers weren't late though. And then I was like, who's the Menendez? And I'm a little kid. I'm probably like 7, 8 years old or something. And then I had asked my mom and them about it. I said, who's the Menendez? They got all pissed off and got all mad. Don't talk about that. I'm like, what's the big deal? And then I end up growing up finding out what that was all about. And everybody thought, because all you heard from the news and certain things, you didn't have like social media and how you have it now and all the evidence, everybody thought they killed the parents for money. But what, 35 years later, we're watching this Netflix documentary, and a lot of things were said and a lot of things were fabricated that I read too, or didn't happen the way they did, but similar. But yeah, that's terrible. You don't ever rape, molest nobody. You don't do that. Let alone you don't kill your parents. But I know some people, that's a touchy subject because people, oh, well, if that was me or my kids, or they told me that, in 1821, they were probably scared to go to the police. 18, 21 years old, they end up doing that, because they got tired of the shit that was going on. And that mom's no better than the dad. She was letting it happen, even though she wasn't in the room, but her seeing him take them to the bathroom and to another room, both of them, one of them, she's no better than them. I mean, I don't want to go on here, oh, some people, they deserve this. Some people, you don't kill your parents, but yeah, you don't do that to kids, to nobody. So if they let them out, they're saying they're going to re-sentence them, drop it down to manslaughter. And since manslaughter, the time they already served 35 years, including LA County time, so they're going to just let them go. Well, they're hoping to release them and drop it down because then they'll be, okay, you served the time. And then I'm sure they're going to be back on top making money, hundreds, thousands, millions with all these interviews. But somebody that goes through that as a kid and you had to spend 35 years for doing something because someone did something to you that was just disrespectful, if they get out, they, some people think they deserve to get out and some don't. Me, I feel if that really happened and they did that, it's tough because being half Italian, you don't kill your parents. That is a sin. But you don't touch people either and assault people, abuse people in those ways. But yeah, if they get out, that's good for them, And they're gonna do interviews and stuff. I think because of that show and social media, everybody has sympathy in the younger generation. Everybody may be 40, 50, 60 years old. They might not believe them still. But all the younger generation, maybe under 30, has sympathy for them because of that movie. And Kim Kardashian went to see them and all that. And,
Just wild, huh?
I just don't want to say, how I really feel about it because I don't want people getting offended and just start telling me, oh, you're this and that. But yeah, you don't kill your parents, but at the same time, you don't molest people and rape them. So yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, sin on top of sin, bro. You can't do that.
Then that damn P. Diddy.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to
That's
get
crazy,
into
bro.
too much about him because he's just an all around fucking weirdo. And I have nothing.
Do you keep any baby oil?
Huh, me?
Do you keep any baby oil around?
Hell no. I don't got no need
No,
for
Johnson
none.
Johnson?
No. Just cocoa butter lotion for my skin.
That's it.
But yeah, so I don't got much to say about him. But I mean, when you're like, eventually shit's gonna come back to you. You think you're just big shit and all these things, and look what happened. And then all that beating up the girl in the hotel was terrible. So Puff Daddy, he deserves to go to prison and get assaulted. But
It's definitely gonna happen where he's at right now, bro.
yeah, and then now that we're speaking about this, I have a story about R. Kelly. About 2001, 2002, I was probably 14, 15. I got invited to a concert, IMX B2K, IMX formerly known as Immature. It was like a R&B concert for kids at the Palms or under 18 or all ages, something like that. I can't quite remember. But I got invited by Yessie Ortiz. She used to be a host on Street Fuego. And she invited me. Eventually, later on, she became somebody on Love and Hip Hop LA. She invited me to the concert, and then I got there. She let me in, got me in for free. She told me, "Do you want to go to our little VIP room?" I said, "Sure." It was like this little tent, like black tent all the way around. It was small. It was no damn VIP. And then I go in there. Mike Tyson's in there and R. Kelly. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, damn. At the time, before any of that came out about him and Sparkle's niece first in that videotape, nobody thought nothing of it. I was like, oh, cool, he's pretty popular. He's got the Chocolate Factory album, Ignition Remix. Cool. Didn't think nothing of it. I'm only 14, 15. So I go sit between Mike Tyson and R. Kelly. Mike Tyson tells me, he's all, do you want to, well, when you talk about Mike Tyson, it's hard for people to imagine if you're not doing the voice. So he goes, oh, he says Sin, because I introduced myself as Sin. It's hard for me to say it. Sin, do you want some champagne? Do you want some champagne? With the lisp. He asked me if I want champagne. I said, sure. So we're drinking champagne, a whole bottle of Dom Perignon. And I'm sitting between them. I shake his hand. I'm talking to Mike Tyson because I used to box with somebody that claimed to be one of his family members or his brother or something. It was just someone that looked like him that everybody thought looked like him. And I guess he met him and knew him. And so we were talking about boxing. And then I went to go shake R. Kelly's hand. When I first got in there, he just puts his nose in the air, looks away, or he's looking at his phone. And so he was pretty damn rude. And then we're just drinking and then hanging out. And then after the concert, I end up leaving. And the next thing you know, they start saying these tapes were going around and at the Rancho SWAT meet. And then come to find out was when they were accusing him of all those sexual abuse things that he did to Sparkle's niece and everybody else and all them videotapes. So that was crazy though. I was like, wow. So I was like in history of his damn history in the making. Terrible, that guy. So yeah, I just thought, I'd share that since we're talking about current events. I don't want this turning into people all sitting over there talking all this, these kind of things, abuse things. But yeah, since we got on the Menendez thing, But yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy, huh? I mean, but all you doing is spitting facts, you know what I mean? It's not lies. It's came out on the news and everything.
Yeah.
The P. Diddy fact, bro, that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
Every time I turn on TV or on my computer, that's all I see. It just pops up.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to get sick of it, or it's the same thing over and over, or more shit, where it's like, when is this gonna end? This guy, what are you doing? And then everybody's suing him and some people making up lies, talking about, I didn't like the way he hugged me. I'm suing now. Then they show the picture and he's not even doing nothing too much weird or nothing weird, just giving a regular hug. But he did it all to himself.
Yeah, bro, everybody's trying to come up with at least some type of money.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what's been going on with that. And then all this stuff with, I'm not big on politics. I mean, if the president's doing nothing personally that can benefit me, sometimes I don't care. And I don't even want to get too much into that. And people get all pissed off in the comments. But yeah, that's, so who's running? Trump again and Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris, yeah.
I don't know what to say. I just say they better drop them grocery prices.
Bro, because it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
You know, buying things and shit and barely spending $200 not going to last me 2 damn weeks.
That's it, yo.
Spending $400 a month on groceries, just me and my girlfriend. Shit. But,
yeah, and everything's raising up, prices, everything, everywhere.
Yeah.
It's hard, bro.
Uh-huh. And then, I wanted to say from my last interview, you know, I'm like that. I wanted to correct some things that I said in my last interview that either were false or didn't happen.
Okay.
When I said my great grandfather that, you know, he was affiliated with the mob, Delmar the Duke. They called him. I said, they call him the Duke like Clint Eastwood. No, it wasn't that, because I was thinking people were gonna be in the comments saying I was wrong. The Duke was John Wayne. They called him the Duke after John Wayne. And then I said, when I told you what I was working on, that I'm gonna do 2 videos to Las Vegas and Climb to the Top. I never did those videos. Instead, I did that Turn It Up. So I just don't want people saying, he's saying these things.
Okay.
But, you know, they didn't happen. So just to let everybody know, I just want to correct some things. If I'm ever wrong or go back to my interviews, I will come back and correct things. It's brutal. The comments I read, I watched the interview with Flacco and them. I was like, damn, these people are brutal in these comments. The things they were saying.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like, all social media, like, someone always has something to say, and it's always our people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of backing us up, they're always trying to down talk us.
Or just letting people live their life, telling them they're like false and a joke or all this shit. So that's the way they like to dress and be, and they're young. I mean, hey, let them swag, let them live their life.
Exactly. You ain't wearing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then that's why too, like every once a week, maybe I'll check the views on our interview and I'll look at the comments. I only got 10, but I said, hey, I'd rather have 10 and nobody talking shit than 80 comments talking about, crying about the brother and all that shit, because then I'll get pissed. You know, you don't make fun of people that lost family members. But yeah, it was brutal. I said, I hope they don't tear my ass up in them comments. You were talking about shooting a movie?
Yeah, well, actually, I wanted to do a short film. So okay. I got some more equipment that I needed to get. And then now that, like, I don't know if you heard that song I posted on my story. That song made me think about a little snippet that I put.
I heard it. That's the one you put, a short movie.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It's just a lot of things been popping up in my head now. You know, like I was busy working. Like I'm working almost every day, bro. Even on my days off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then so I just have a lot of plans coming up, and then hopefully, you know, if you want to be in it, I would want you to be in it. You know, maybe we could do some short films. You know.
Yeah.
And especially since Hollywood is coming out here, bro. You know, that's a big thing. That's why I gotta hustle it up more.
That's exactly why I brought it up, to talk about that. Yeah. First, I heard a long time ago Mark Wahlberg was trying to make Las Vegas Hollywood 2.0. I said, that's great. That's excellent. And then I was watching the news. What they're gonna build on Durango and Sunset. It's a part of Warner Brothers. Mm-hmm. And I actually started requesting and adding a bunch of filmmakers and actors, actresses from UNLV, talking to them, and then they said, have you ever acted before? I said no, and then they were sending me, telling me to go to people to do acting classes. The one they sent me to, it's all the way in Henderson. I'm like, damn. Or I try to find one closer to where I live and stuff. But I mean, that would be cool to be in movies. But first, I would like to clean up. I gotta pay to seal my record.
Okay.
And I want to get in there possibly as just pushing a broom first.
Yeah.
And then try to maybe act, or if there's some local people that want to shoot movies, and take all my resume to them. So that's one thing. You know, I know I'm 2 years shy from 40 years old. I know the rap thing, I mean, it's nothing, it's gonna get too big like 50 Cent in reality. It just helped me, shake the funk about depression when my brother killed himself, and it's just my passion. So, but I know it's not gonna last too long. Thought about writing books, putting them on Amazon, and maybe getting into some acting. So I would like to do that too and
Well,
prepare
I
for.
think you would be the right fit for that, bro.
I,
You got a lot of stories. You've been through a lot. Your brother, I know that the last interview you could tell, you're still hurting.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You could tell, and then writing books about that. Not a lot of people write about that.
yeah.
So that would be definitely something. I'll definitely buy that book if you do write it, bro.
And then when I was in prison, I was telling my cellmate, I said, I would like to write books, and this was like 10 years ago. And then he, you got a lot of time to talk and imagine in there and things, talk about things. I told him, I want to take things, make them maybe nonfiction, or fiction means false, fake, and nonfiction, yeah, back when we were in school, I used to get confused in elementary. Yeah, I would like to make fictional books, but I had 3 books I wanted to do, kind of having to do with, how can I say, with experience I've been through. The first book I want to do about, like, make it about somebody. Like, I've had a lot of, what is it called? I don't know if it's paranormal or just like weird shit happen growing up, probably because of the life I was living. I'll tell you a little bit about that, and then so all these little things that have happened, I want to put a book about that. Yeah, when I was younger, me and one of the neighbor friends, we were in my garage. We had made on a paper. We made like a Ouija on the paper. We had those little plastic magnifying glasses that were like this big. We didn't know what we were doing. We said, okay, put that on there. Then we said, no, this is boring. Do the pencils. Do you remember when we were kids, up, down, left, right, asking questions?
Oh, yeah,
So we started doing that stuff. And I was probably like 8, 9 years old or something. Next thing you know, that house we're living in North Las Vegas, a couple things had happened. I was little. One time I had like a Halloween mask. It was one of those, what are they made out of? Latex? The mask, like the Michael Myers mask?
Yeah, like latex, yeah.
Yeah, latex, but this was like a skeleton mask. It was green and yellow. So I used to stay home by myself as a kid. I was by myself home. It was on the couch. I leave to another room. It's in the middle of my hallway. And that's when I was like, I said, I didn't move that. I don't know what happened. Then I would I had my grandma used to make ceramic clowns and get stuff from Michael's and glue them and make ceramic clowns. And she gave one to me. I swear one day that thing moved its head. Like that. While it was sitting on my TV. I put it on the TV, then I threw it away. And then fast forwarding later on to when I was about 18, I was at a friend's house and they were cleaning their house, their room. There was a tall dresser with a red candle on it. I'm sitting on the ground. It just flies off the dresser onto the floor, and all the red wax was all over their carpet. And then I said, whoa, hey. And then my friend had seen it too. And they're flipping out because their parents are going to get mad. They're all, did you hit my dresser? I said, no, the dresser the thing went flying off the dresser, and it broke on their, the wax got on the carpet, but then the candle went into, they had a little bathroom inside the room. And then, I was like, wow, that was kind of weird. Then in my 20s, there was a point in time where I was waking up for 30 days, about 30 days at 3 a.m. on the dot. So that was kind of weird to me too. And then one day I was sleeping in an apartment with the next girlfriend of mine. This was long time ago, because I'm sure my girlfriend, we're going to watch this. This was when I was like in my 20s. So, yeah, all of a sudden, I wake up out the blue. It sounded like all the windows and doors were boom, boom, boom at one time. And I woke up thinking that the police was at the apartment because of all the shit I was doing back then. And then I turned my head, and then looked like I seen like a little girl that was pale with black hair in a white dress in the middle of me and the ex, well, my ex now, the girl at the time. And her back was turned towards me. Then I turn away, then I turn back, and then I wake her up. I say, hey, did you feel the little girl that was in the middle? She's all, no. I said, did you hear? Well, she didn't wake up, obviously. I said, you didn't hear all the doors and windows shaking at one time? And she was like, no. You know, I was like, well, I did. And then, so that happened, and was that the last thing that ended up happening? Yeah, I think that was the last thing that happened. Then I think she ended up, then one day we were coming back with groceries, and you hear like a door shut above her upstairs in the apartment above her. I'm like, oh, you know, we're looking like, oh, somebody lives there? She says, oh, I don't know. So then she went and told the people in the office, this was at, I don't know if Rancho Mesa, that's what they're called. It was some apartments on Rancho by like Bonanza or under the freeway that had a tennis court over there. So she went and asked, we went and asked together, you know, like if people live upstairs, and then there's times we heard music or something, or Mexican music or Spanish music. They said nobody lives there, but a dad was molesting the daughter. That there was a Mexican dad, the daughter. And we're like, wow, or no, died or something, or some kind of shit happened in that apartment.
But there was nobody staying there?
Yeah, she said, no, nobody lives there. Damn. I was like, oh, dude. And I wasn't, to be honest, I didn't start smoking weed till it became legal. So I wasn't drunk, nothing. I think it was just too in the life I was living at the time. Yeah. And then, was that it? That's probably about it that was happening. I was like, damn, I got to put that in a book. I even wrote DJ Vlad and said, hey, let me go on there and tell some stories. Oh, my grandpa was in the mob or affiliated with the mob. But he never replied back. Yeah. You know, he ain't going to mess with someone like me, but it was a shot. So that would be the first book, but I'd put a character instead of say me. And then the second book, there was 3 of them. Okay, the second book I got from, a story. It was kind of a thing I went through when I was in prison. I had my cellie, and he already knows. I told him all this. He had my cellie, his girlfriend. She was writing him and things. He told me about her, showed me pictures and things and all like that. And then we got separated when I was in high desert. We went on the bus the day, like it took them 5 weeks. Usually people were like, no, that's way too long to classify me and send me to the prison or wherever I was gonna go. So what ended up happening? So we ended up getting separated because he was supposed to go with me to the camp. But he screwed up and he called the CO like a derogatory name because the CO was gay. So he called him a derogatory name, and so he couldn't go. And then, but we took the same bus ride together. He went his way, I went mine, and I ended up getting out of prison. And then when I got out of prison, I ended up remembering the girlfriend's name. Well, it was his wife at the time. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to look for my cellmate, you know. So I said, well, I remember the girlfriend's name. So I ended up writing her, looking for him. And then she was like, oh, no, we're not together. we're divorced. And then so when she said we were divorced, I was like, oh, okay, and I was gonna, that was it. I was like, okay. And then she ended up trying to talk to me. And then we ended up becoming friends and stuff like that. And then, we became friends and whatever happened from there. But my story that I wanted to tell was I wanted to make the book about a guy that went to prison for maybe like, they wouldn't let his ass out, attempted murder or something. And the same situation where a guy that meets, knows about this girl. So he gets out, gets the address off of the paper, off the envelope, and he starts showing up at places where she shows up to bump into her. And then he ends up just turning out to be a psycho and all that. And then the husband ends up calling, wondering what's going on, and just, there's this guy I met. He's a psycho, and make it like a book like that, like a thriller based on my experience and stuff. Even though I really knew her, but make it like that this guy's following her, trying to get to know her, and all kinds of shit happens. That would be a good book. And then the third book, I wanted to make it about, because what inspired me was me and my brother. Make it about one brother that he's, a drug dealer, like a street guy. The other brother, like where the brother goes to prison, and when the brother goes to prison, the other brother goes to the Marines or police academy. The brother gets out, starts up the drug dealing and things again. The other brother gets a case to track him down. So he's on the case and nobody knows, and he finds out this is my brother. So make a book like that. And I'm not gonna give away the ending, but I would like to make 3 books like that.
Bro, that'd be awesome, bro. I think you should definitely do it. Definitely pursue it, and you never know, that book might be a film one day.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Especially a lot of directors, they look for scripts like that. They look inspirations from books.
And I felt it would be like the one with the brothers would be like a Training Day type of movie. The police, the drug dealer, just like Training Day.
Yeah, it'd be dope. Like you said, one brother goes to jail, other brother goes to the military.
Or police academy.
Bro, that'd be awesome.
And just dedicate the book to my brother.
Definitely.
Everybody I told, they're like, bro, you need to do that. They said, that sounds good. When I had told my brother that, when I told you, he said, I'm going to buy you a laptop. But, then he ended up killing himself. But, it'd be nice to, books, acting, something. I know I'm getting older, and I know there's a lot of things you can do, like what you do. You can do this forever. But, I know I'm getting older, so I would like to do things and leave things that my kids can say, hey, that's my dad. If I ever die or get killed or something, I can leave things for my family and my kids, videos, music, books, movies. Just become somebody in life, do something with my life.
Yeah, definitely. And then they could always review it, and be like, oh, that's my dad,
Yeah.
Definitely, bro. But bro, I want to say thank you, bro. Thank you for coming. Again, it's part 2, then we'll do a 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot the last time, just one quick thing, because there's not too much getting to that. Well, Frank Collada's dead. But last time I said about the movie, but I didn't say the specific movie. The thing we talk about, with the mafia, my family, that movie Casino, my family was involved in the story of that movie. And I don't want to say who my grandpa, they portrayed him as in that movie, but my great-grandfather, he was portrayed as a character in the movie. They didn't use his real name, but because then, he's in the movie and stuff. But
you want to give out no names?
Nah, I don't want to give out the character on the movie.
Yeah, I heard that.
Whether people believe or not or have something to say, but if you look at me and you look at the people in that movie, I'm not talking about the actors. I'm talking about who this specific character portrayed, you'll figure out who it was.
Yeah, and definitely Vegas is a small place, bro. You know.
Obviously, it's not Tony Spilotro
Yeah.
or Frank Rosenthal, but it's somebody in that movie.
Definitely.
But the way they kind of portray him, I'm like, oh, dude, that didn't happen.
I think that this is something we gotta do, another mobster movie or something like that, huh?
Hmm. I like watching that Michael Francis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope.
But that's all I wanted to say.
But yeah, bro. Thank you, bro, Mr. Sin. Appreciate you coming back.
Thank you.
And number 2, you know, and maybe later on in the future we do another one, you know?
Yeah. Thank you for having me, too.
Appreciate you, bro, and definitely mad love.
Yeah.
Love your music, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You know, you're making noise.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And I appreciate, you know, everything you've done for me. I like working with you, love working with you, you know. No daddy.
No diddy.
But, you know, I got love for you, man.
All right, bro. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, doggy.